Do men always dislike women? It would be hard for them to talk to us, make friends with us, or even love us at all. Many men do hate women outright, but it would be wrong to say that all men are the same. Men would say that they love their wives, boys would say that they love their female friends, a top boss would say that he has a lot of respect for the women on his team, and so on. But are this faith and acceptance strong enough to cover the whole world? When these women live by different rules, will these men still respect them as much? Or when they think differently? India, for example, is proud of the fact that its divorce rate is almost 1%, which is one of the lowest in the world. What keeps this terrible number from changing? One reason could be that women make too many concessions in marriages. Many Indian women give up on their own hopes and dreams because they focus on the needs of the home and their husbands. In our country, marriage is a very holy thing. Interestingly, so are women. Many Hindu goddesses are women, and the motherland is also a her. But the social value of marriage is more important than a woman's value as an individual. So when an average Indian man says he is happy with his wife and has no complaints, it could mean that she serves him well and fits the mold of a good Indian woman, making tea on his command, keeping the house clean, raising the children, wearing clothes that cover her decently, and keeping her own opinions to herself. In this situation, there is no threat to a man's authority, so it makes sense that the situation would be better for a man. Have you never heard of men who want to date women who look like their mothers? Who would complain if the woman was seen as a figure of subservient sacrifice and emotional shelter that met the needs of men? But as soon as she tries to leave the throne that men put her on through manipulation and selfishness, she is abused and called the worst sexist names. What does a woman have to do for men to say bad things about her? Just doing things our own way, asking questions, and trying to be financially independent are enough to call what we do dissent. So low does the bar go. Anything that could change the status quo that gives men the right to be in charge is a risk and should be stopped. A fat woman who doesn't look like what most people think is beautiful. A businesswoman in a suit getting ahead of the men she works with. A woman sitting behind the wheel on the road. Just about anything. Many men show they don't like something by threatening to hurt them physically or verbally. How convenient it is to ignore the other not-so-pleasant numbers when we look at divorce rates. In an ORF report from last month, it was said that 30% of women in India have been abused at home at least once. Everyone in the world knows about our rape data, of course. Rape is about power, not about violence. Most of the time, women who break the rules we've all been forced to follow don't care what people say about it. But it's not easy because of the way things are, as the number of violent acts shows. So should women stop taking risks and acting? Should we obey because we're afraid of being called names? There's power in a group. The world needs more women to stand up, speak out, and act on their own. We don't help ourselves by being submissive. Let's follow the rules.